There are two kinds of dating coaches. The first kind tells you what to do, right? Send this text, say this to him, do this next. I call this a boss coach because you obey their instructions. And if their advice doesn't work, you know who to blame. Now, there's another type of dating coach, and this type wants to get you thinking more deeply about things that you've always taken for granted before, like what you assume men want in a woman, how you typically act around men, what you think needs to happen for a relationship to stick. Now, I call this a birth coach because it's like you've been sleepwalking through your love life, and this coach is going to help you wake up. They're going to flip on this light switch, and suddenly you're going to see all this stuff that was hidden from you before. And once you see it, it will be impossible to unsee it. And you'll wonder how you missed all this stuff before. Having this new knowledge will change you. You will feel different. You'll feel like you've been given a new chance and new choices that you never realized you had before. And that is what I love best. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I'm a love coach here at yourbrilliance.com. I'm the author of The Pleasure Principle, which is a radically different way to live your life that puts you and your pleasure in the driver's seat. So keep watching to discover what makes my channel so different and my biggest hopes for you. Okay, so there are two different kinds of coaches, boss coaches and birth coaches. And actually, most people just want a boss coach to tell them what to do. They want a quick, actionable tip that they can put to use right away. But I think that's problematic, and here is why. The advice industry is full of boss coaches who will tell you every single little thing you should do. Boss coaches assume that you need to be told what to do because you're going to mess it up on your own. You wouldn't be seeking advice unless you weren't getting the results you want. And so clearly something you're doing is wrong. Boss coaches teach you to rely on them for the answers. They don't want you to trust yourself because if you trusted yourself, you wouldn't need them. Now, birth coaches are different. Birth coaches believe that you already know deep down what you should do. It's just that your head has been so filled up with other people's advice that you don't listen and you doubt yourself. Now, you don't want to pay too much attention to that little voice deep inside, because if you do what it tells you to do and you mess up, then you only have yourself to blame. So that's why birth coaches try to get you in right relationship with yourself. It's about knowing who you are and what you stand for and what you yearn for and what trips you up. It's about trusting yourself to make the right decisions for you. It's about turning to yourself first to figure out the answer rather than always going to the experts. Now, I give you a clue about what kind of coach I am in the title of the site. Right? The site is called Your Brilliance. It's not called My Brilliance. So I'm not here to teach you to do things my way or else. What I'm here to do is to help you think about things and consider why things happen the way they do and find the way to your own truth. It's like you can give a man a fish or you can teach a man to fish, right? And I'm squarely on the teaching side. So if you're here at Your Brilliance for the first time, or you're wondering when in the world I'm going to get to my patented step-by-step plan for getting a man, let me clarify what I can and cannot do for you. So my advice is not right for you if, number one, you just want to be told what to do. If you just want a text to send him or the exact words to say to him, then I'm going to recommend you hop on over to like Matthew Hussey's channel, right? Because what could be better than a gorgeous, soulful guy telling you what to do, right? My advice is not right for you if, number two, you just want to get this guy. So all you care about is hooking this one particular man. You want to make him chemically addicted to you. You want to trigger his obsession. You want him to stop treating you like you don't matter and start putting you on a pedestal and calling you his queen. Now, unlike most dating coaches, I don't really care if you get this guy. Yes, I actually said that. What I care about is whether you get the lasting, lifelong love that you deserve so much. I want you to be loved so thoroughly and cherished so profoundly and made to feel so safe and respected and appreciated, that you will lose the taste for anything that isn't love. So a guy who sleeps with you but won't take you out, a guy who sends you dirty texts but isn't necessarily interested in getting to know you, a guy who only has time for you when it's convenient, that's the kind of guy I think you're better without. Now, most dating coaches would never say that to you because their job is just to get you what you want. So if you want this man, then that's good enough for them. But too many guys out there can't love. And it's not that they can't love you, it's just that they don't have the skills to love another human being in a way that honors and respects them. Your job is not to change these guys by being the best girlfriend they've ever had. Your job is to say, nope, next. Don't spend your life trying to teach guys to love. Spend your life searching for guys who already know how to love. They are out there, I promise. Now, finally, my advice is not for you if number 3, you don't want to think about the big questions. The struggles we have in our love lives are just a microcosm of the struggles we have as women. So if you struggle with saying no to guys because you worry that setting boundaries will drive them away, then I'm going to suggest that maybe you're like that in more areas than just your love life. The way we are with men reveals so much about who we are. It reveals what we believe about ourselves, whether we think we're worthy, whether we think we need to put on a performance to get people to like us, whether we're afraid of abandonment or letting people down. When we struggle in our love lives, we are being handed an opportunity to grow. So how do we fall in love with ourselves and find the courage to show up authentically, trusting that anyone who's not attracted to us is not our person? Now, if that question excites you and you are interested in exploring deeper, then welcome to my tribe. I am so glad you're here. Check out the hundreds of videos on my channel. And if you want to deep dive into the pleasure principle, grab my free gift to you, where I present a new way forward in life and love that does not revolve around pleasing men. We are living in the 21st century, ladies, and it's time we started doing things differently. I am sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon.